Or they didn't get the first down, and you can clearly see the ball go over it.
The majority of these things should not be in the ref's hands anymore. With all the technology, all the sensors, shit like that should be called from the top. They're like, oh, that dude's offside. The fucking play is called dead. I mean,
or just bring in some fucking robots.
I mean,
those are people who should lose their job. The robots.
The robots.
Those are the people who should lose their job.
Refs the game human. So much control for Vegas and everyone that it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. That Kansas City game where dude was offsides on the offense, like that should have been called dead.
They
let them play it out, and then if the wrong result happens, there's a whistle, there's a late flag, and people argue and get mad about it. These refs are rigging, and then they're back next Sunday.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look, dude, this is how old now? How old in the book? The
Wheel of Fortune, right?
No, it's
not.
No,
he had a TV show before Wheel of Fortune.
But this is, I mean, the dude wrote the book in '89. Wheel of Fortune had already been on the air.
Yeah.
When did he get on Wheel of Fortune, Pat Sajak?
I don't know, but this is comments are turned off. That's funny. Let's see.
It's fucking rigged.
It doesn't say when the episode airs. This has been uploaded for 14 years, but
it's old.
Tom Scott and the band, Rodriguez on drums. Has the White House answered the phone yet? No, not yet. Well, thanks for that tip, Matthew. Boy, I'll tell you what. This is a bombshell book which just came out last week, and it makes some pretty hair-raising charges against a lot of folks involved with the National Football League. The title says a lot of it: Interference: How Organized Crime Influences Professional Football. Please welcome its author, Dan Moldea. Dan? What are you hearing from the powers that be? Anything?
They just want me to go away right now.
We've spoken to them, and they don't want to talk about it either. They have nothing to say.
But they're not denying anything, and they're not refuting any of the facts.
Let me talk about some of the major charges. And I just jotted down a few of the. I mean, you're saying, for example, virtually every team owner gambles on football teams.
Well, I'm saying that no fewer than 26.
That's
NFL team owners have documented ties. Past and present NFL team owners have documented business ties to either the gambling community and or the organized crime syndicate. I'm also saying that no fewer than 70 NFL games have been fixed.
Now that's pretty rough stuff. You're saying no fewer than 70 NFL games have been fixed. You mean the outcome, the point spread, what?
I'm saying the points were shaved and thereby fixed.
Yeah. How does this happen?
Well, I first got into this about 1983. Vincent Persani, who is the head of the Michigan State Attorney General's Office Organized Crime Division, told me, if you're going to do a book about the NFL, Dan, you're going to have to get into this guy, Don Dawson, because he was fixing games. We knew it. I went to my friends and my sources at the Internal Revenue Service, the Organized Crime Intelligence Division. They said Don Dawson was fixing games. I went to the FBI, the Organized Crime and Racketeering Section of the Justice Department, and Strike Force field offices. Everybody told me what Don Dawson was fixing games. At that point, I had enough evidence to print that allegedly Don Dawson was fixing NFL games. He was a major bookmaker in the Midwest. I then went to Dawson. I tracked him down. I jumped through all kinds of hoops to interview him. And when I interviewed him on about the 7th or 8th interview, he admitted to me that he had personally participated in the fixing of no fewer than 32 NFL games.
How does that happen?
He liked to work with the quarterback. He would go to the quarterback would come to him and say, I need some bread. What's the line on the game this week? And the bookmaker would say, you guys are favored by 6 points. And then the reply was, we're not going to cover the spread. And basically that was it.
Now, do you name players?
Oh, sure. I name players. And also in 1979, I go into the specifics of 8 fixed games that were allegedly fixed by 2 referees who were investigated by both the FBI and the IRS. And I list the 8 games on page 308 of the book.
Yeah. Are drugs involved in this at all?
Yeah, drugs are the real variable in all of this. I mean, when a drug dealer has a relationship with a player, there's an extortionate edge to that situation whereby that dealer has that player's career in his hands because of the drug policies within the NFL for throwing a person out. Within the past few years, no fewer than 9 NFL teams have been investigated because their players were receiving drugs from gamblers. Now, I know gamblers who on principle refuse to sell drugs, but I'm not aware of many drug dealers who on principle refuse to gamble. And the key here is that the NFL is very aware of the fact, and their worst case scenario is the player who's strung out can't pay his bill to his dealer, and so the dealer comes to him and says, "Hey, you owe me money," and the dealer says, and the player says, "I told you I can't pay it," and the dealer says, "That's okay, but now you're going to come and work for me."
Now,
Yeah, I have something like that here. This guy explains that.
They're thinking they're going to make the money back. So before you know it, they're in debt for $500,000, $600,000, $700,000. So now I bring them to me after the interest stops, and I said, "Look, how are you going to pay me back? You got a rich uncle? Go rob a bank. I don't care what you do. Bring me my money." You see they're scared. So, all right, I got another way to work this out. Here's how we're going to do it. Okay, you're a quarterback. Okay, you're favored to win by 10 points. The first 3 times you get the ball, you put it in the hands of the other receiver. Put it in the defensive men's hands. You're a running back. You get the
Yeah. Sports are rigged.
And then of course, you know me, what I'm always going to tie it back to. Look at the owners. Who are the owners? Did you know that because I did a video of this when I found out, it blew my fucking mind that you have what is it, 2% of the American population, a group that's 2% of the American population owns about 50% of the NFL teams.
They're all Zionist.
Not even Zionists. They're just flat Jewish.
Okay. Yeah,
I was blown away. Well, I think it's NFL. NFL's like 40%. I think it's NBA. That's like 60%.
You know, Lamar Hunt. Is that the old man? Is that the
Lamar was the father?
Yeah, he's the one.
Son is Clark.
Okay,
Hunt.
Clark. Oh yeah. So Lamar's dad, he would fund the KKK and the Black Panthers. At the same time, he was like a regular old George Soros back in the day, the old Hunt family. I found that out. It's like,
jeez, I did not know that.
That is interesting.
Old
Samuel
man.
Yeah, he's an oil tycoon. He was an oil tycoon, you know.
It makes sense. Did you know that the Nation of Islam, what's his name, Elijah Muhammad, had a deal with the KKK?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're all playing. Yeah,
mm-hmm. And they were like, you keep them away from the white girls, you keep them away from the black girls.
Yeah, see, this is why they won't let you keep the footballs.
Ultimate Reception features a patent-pending magnetic grip system that literally makes the ball stick to your hand. And with the smallest, strongest magnets in the world on your side, it usually only takes one hand.
All right, so subject 1, what did you think about the Ultimate Reception? It's amazing. You can't even drop it with the gloves. Make a lot of catches you weren't allowed to make without the gloves. It's pretty awesome. So how easy did it make a catch it one-handed?
Now, imagine being able to shut that on and turn that on and off.
Here it is, 100% proof. The NFL is rigged, and they use magnetic gloves and magnetic balls to make these one-handed catches. I told you so. I told you so.
I don't know why that guy had to be so snarky. But yeah, that the magnetic grip system, that video's 14 years old, I think.
Colin Leffler with the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, and I mean, it is even pushed by Colin Leffler. When did he play for the Vikings?
Colin Leffler with the Minnesota Vikings, and this is the Ultimate Reception. Now every kid can catch like a pro. Come take a look.
Ultimate Reception is the most innovative youth sports entertainment product in years. Players using an Ultimate Reception football and gloves are so effective they are not allowed in any high school or NCAA football game. Gloves are so effective they are not allowed in any high school or NCAA football game. So effective they are not allowed in any high school or NCAA football game.
Didn't say anything about NFL because Stickum, when they rewrote the rules for Stickum, it's open. You can have any type of catching, not assistance. So to say, the wording is like, anything to really help you grip the ball as long as it doesn't leave a residue. And we know they have the sensors in them for Amazon and for Paramount and NBC and all that shit.
The Raiders are the only reason why I even really knew about Stickum, because what was it? Lester Hayes used to be fucking just covered in the shit.
Yeah. And then you have, shit with these guys talking about the script. That's the mockery shit, man. That's the
yeah.
Last season, when the NFL scriptwriters and I
surprise you the most? What you guys prepared for, what you practiced, what you thought would happen to what happened tonight?
Well, I think the NFL scriptwriters did a great job tonight. I've never seen.
This is juicy. Let's see what we got going on in week 1. Holy
I gotta see how many yards Justin Jefferson had. He had. This is crazy.
Act like one. Boring. First Black Friday game ever. What do we got?
What if we reveal that Tyreek Hill is actually part cheetah?
I like that. Now that's thinking.
What if we played shirts versus skins?
I got skins. Kirky, attaboy. It's mid-season. I need plot twists, fireworks, explosions, our best stunt work. What do we got?
What if we replace my legs with actual wheels?
Oh! Christmas triple header. What do we got?
There was the butt fumble, the butt punt, and this time we can do the butt pass.
How?
He throws it with his butt.
I like that. We need to up the stake.
Celebration.
Yeah. So that's how they opened the season this year. Was with a little mockery.
Have we seen a butt?
They should have took it. They should have took it the next level, and they should have had like somebody like Don Lemon talking like, yeah, a butt pass.
Well, did that
maybe that'll be the Super Bowl reveal. Maybe
Taylor
Swift.
They're talking about Christmas. What do we have going on Christmas? Did someone knock one off their ass?
Taylor Swift will have a wardrobe malfunction revealing a giant dong.
Oh,
really?
Ooh.
I ruin everybody's day with the NFL stuff.
That ruined my day.
It'd be like, well, no wonder she didn't have an ass.
Yeah, I mean, an exclusive with 3 different companies. It's exclusive, guys. That was
exclusive.
Try exclusive official sports betting partners. DraftKings, FanDuel. Coming soon, Barstool Sports.
Yeah, and I thought it was weird during the game. You kept seeing what was it, MGM, like MGM Grand like betting like all throughout the game on the Jumbotron.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, that's in 36 states, I think it is.
And then every other commercial, it's either Jamie Foxx on the commercial, the fucking betting commercial, or maybe they switched him out. It used to be JB Smooth.
Which Jamie Foxx is it? Is it old Jamie Foxx? Is it Banana Laffy Taffy Jamie Foxx? Or is it computer generated Jamie Foxx?
It might be computer generated because it's like Jamie Foxx, like real. He looks real spry, and he reminds me of like Any Given Sunday, Jamie Foxx.
Wow. Yeah, that's AI Jamie Foxx for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if you look, let's see, blow this up. DraftKings named an official sports betting partner of the National Football League and extended its current relationship as the exclusive official daily fantasy partner. Because not only do you have the betting, but then you have the fantasy side, which now is tied into the betting side. It's always been tied into it, but now it's like really tied into it with DraftKings and FanDuel. And then DraftKings has also signed a licensing deal with the NFL Players Association, which grants DraftKings the rights to the intellectual property of all 2,000 plus NFL players active today, with the opportunity to gamify digital player cards in a new blockchain product. So trading cards are going to switch to the NFT market.
Man, won't be
at some
buying
point.
that shit. Won't be buying that.